Shelley is best known for her acting in numerous films during the 50s up until the 2000s. She has won countless awards due to her excellent display of talent. But what are some of the deepest secrets of the vibrant Shelley Fabares? Keep on watching to discover what they are. But before we continue this video, we want to kindly remind you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet. This will keep you updated with other interesting videos about famous vintage actresses. You will not be disappointed. Shelley started her career at the age of 3. This talented actress was born in Santa Monica, California in 1944. While most actresses start their career during their late teens, Shelley had no time to waste. She began her lifelong acting career at the young age of 3. During this time, she would model and perform in small roles that were given to her. When she reached the age of 10, she went on to make her film debut called Letter to Loretta, where she played the role of Marie Cathy. Her mother suffered from Alzheimer's disease since she was a toddler. However, even though everything was going well for Shelley at such a young age, her mother Elsa started suffering from Alzheimer's disease. Since she was just a child, Shelley had it hard to deal with her mother and would often not understand why she would forget and act in a certain way. But her mother's disease did not stop her from continuing to guest star on different TV series and even excelling in acting. Later, she played the role of Mary Stone in a popular sitcom at the time called The Donna Reed Show. This show was what gave her national popularity and led her to get signed with a recording company. She would soon hit the top 40 charts and would be on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1962. Her music sold over 1 million copies during the 60s and even got a gold certification. In 1963, Shelley decided to leave the Donna Reed Show and claimed she did this just because she wanted a break to pursue her acting career. Shelley later returned to the show in 1966, broke the record of the greatest number of movies done in a short time. During the pause from the Donna Reed Show, she appeared in countless motion pictures, including the famous movies of Elvis Presley, which are Girl Happy, Spin Out, and Clam Bake. When she finished with these 3 films, she immediately went on acting in other movies, one being Hold On, where she played the love interest of Peter Noone. The second movie she appeared in during that time was called A Time to Sing, and she played alongside Hank Williams Jr. While her acting career was flourishing, she appeared on many TV series such as The Rockford Files, American Style, Mannix, Love, The Patients, and Fantasy Island. As soon as the start of a new decade came, she played opposite Billy D. Williams in a movie called Brian's Song. The movie touched the public as it was based on a true story of a critically sick boy going back to Brian Piccolo. Shelley played the role of Brian's wife Joy in the film. 10 years later, she appeared in a famous CBS sitcom called One Day at a Time, acting as Francine Webster, a role she later repeated in another TV series called Run. In 1989, she auditioned for the role of Christine Fox in the sitcom aired on ABC called Coach. She was hired and astonished directors with her acting abilities. Her great acting talent would later earn her many nominations. She even got nominated 2 times for the Primetime Emmy Awards. In 1994, she received a Lifetime Achievement title for her role on The Donna Reed Show by the Young Artist Foundation. After the 90s, she would then lend her voice to a hit film called Superman, the Animated Series. She repeated the role 2 times, once in 2003 in an episode of a TV series called Justice League, and the second time in the film called Superman, Britannic Attacks in 2006. During the construction of her home, she broke all of her ribs. Shelley once faced a tragic accident when she was constructing her new home. While she was dealing with the walls of the home, she accidentally slipped and fell through the gaps of the floor. She really hurt the left part of her body and needed to be immediately sent to the hospital in critical condition. It turned out that all of Shelley's ribs located on the left side of her body were broken. Fortunately, she was going to live, but she needed to take a break from acting and stay in the hospital for several months to get recovered. This meant that she needed to stop her project working in the TV series Coach as Christine Armstrong. She spent months taking a ton of medication. Shelley had an esophageal bleed that led her to remove her liver. The accident Shelley had would be just the start of her medical issues. During her stay in the hospital, doctors discovered that she had severe problems with her liver. The cause of this problem was never found out, but doctors managed to find the right medication for her to consume even after her recovery. Unfortunately, she got worse, and in 1999, she experienced an esophageal bleed. She was sent to the hospital for a second time, and doctors informed her that the only chance she had to live was by getting a liver transplant. Shelley would spend the next 2 years of her life waiting stressfully for any news from her doctor regarding the liver transplant. In 2000, she finally got the relieving news that she would get a new liver, and has talked about the experience and how it changed her view of life completely and made her more appreciative of getting a second chance. Her stepchildren hated her. Shelley married actor Mike Farrell in 1984. They first met when she was shooting One Day at a Time. She was a guest star in the TV series Mike was playing at the time called The Entrance. At first, they did not start dating immediately. They would reconnect 12 years later and finally decide to date and later get married. However, this was not Shelley's or Mike's first marriage. Both of them had divorced once, and Mike had 2 children, which soon became the stepchildren of Shelley. Because of Mike's tragic divorce experience, it had affected his children also. This made it hard for the children to accept Mike's wife. At first, they were not friendly with her. Shelley confessed to the marriage being challenging in the beginning, but she described herself as having patience and working hard to build the family she always wanted with Mike. Shelley has a net worth value of $1.5 million. Shelley made this amount of money over the years of her singing and acting career. It makes sense that she has a little over $1 million, considering she has been active in the showbiz for 50 years. Even though she might have had a few downs in her life, that did not make her quit or even fail in her career. She has always been a strong and empowering woman and has endured so much in life, as well as achieved a lot throughout her whole career. She is now happily married to Mike and enjoying her elderly years with him. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below what other actresses you would like us to talk about in our future uploads. See you next time.